Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Cox again, and this week we've been talking a little bit about the last few days about the same word, and it's spelled the same, it looks the same, but it has two very different meanings. I found this great book in the library with lots of examples today, and I'd like to share it with you. It's called Where Do You Look? By Martha Jocelyn and Nell Jocelyn. And it has a lot of questions. The first question goes like this: where do you look for a cap? Our word is cap. On a tube of toothpaste or on your head. So can you see how cap can have two different meanings? Where do you look for a button? On a shirt or on a telephone? A button on a shirt, I have to button my clothes or press the button on my phone to call someone. Where do you look for a tongue? Did you know that your tennis shoes have what's called a tongue? Or inside your mouth, licking the popsicle. Where do you look for glasses? On a shelf or on someone's face? They're wearing their glasses maybe to read. So glasses that you drink out of or glasses that you see with. Where do you look for a match? In the laundry, a matching pair of socks, or on a soccer field. Sometimes they call it a soccer match. A soccer game is called a soccer match. Where do you look for a wave? At the train station, when you're waving goodbye to your friends? Or at the beach, a wave on the beach. Where do you look for a trunk? In the attic. A trunk is like a container where you store things. Or on an elephant. An elephant has a trunk. Same word, but means two very different things. Where do you look for a letter? In the mailbox? Oh, it's sticking together here. Or on the page? Where do you look for a story? On a building? Sometimes buildings have different floors, or we call them stories. Or in your own bed when you read a story before you go to bed. Lots of great examples in that book as well. Boys and girls, today what I want you to do is I've shared lots of different words and there are different meanings with you this week. So today, what I want you to do is just think about one or two examples that you really liked. And I want you to take a piece of paper, fold it in half so you have two sides. And then you can ask your mom and dad for help on this writing. I want you to take a black marker or your pencil and write your word up at the top. And then I want you to illustrate. Illustrate means to make a picture of the different meanings of the word. Put one on this side and one on this side, and then you're going to share it with your friends on Flipgrid. For example, maybe you chose the word letter. You could draw an envelope, like I send a letter to my grandma, and you could write maybe the first letter of your name, like a letter of the alphabet. Those are the same word, but two different meanings. If drawing isn't your thing and you don't want to do that, then you can show your idea with objects. For example, in our room, if I point up, we have a light, okay? So light, another meaning of the word light is I could say this paper clip is very light, meaning it's not heavy. A light paper clip or a light in the room, okay? So you could show the objects. Or another example that I thought of was yesterday, the word I'm thinking of is kind. Mrs. Polly was really kind. It was her birthday, and she shared a birthday cookie with me. Okay, so kind can mean doing something nice for someone. Or I might say to my family, I have to go to the store. What kind of fruit should I bring home today? So kind could mean a type of fruit, okay? It could mean to do something nice for someone or a different type of something. So those are two different ways that you can do your Flipgrid sharing today. I hope you've had fun thinking about those words this week, and we'll all look forward to learning and seeing which words you liked. Thanks, boys and girls.